All right, Mr. Chair, you're live.
Thank you. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the City of Annapolis Board of Appeals regular virtual meeting for September 6th, 2022. This meeting is being broadcast on the City of Annapolis YouTube channel. My name is Bob Gallagher, Chair of the Board. This virtual format allows the public to observe the meeting through the video link and to submit written comments through the City of Annapolis website. Links to the YouTube channel and the comment form on the website, as well as to the city's database for case information relating to cases you may hear about tonight, may be found on the agenda for tonight's meeting. The folks that you see on the screen are members of the board. When a case is called, representatives of the parties to the case will also appear on the screen. Also participating in the meeting are our recording secretary, Kim Consoli, our broadcast technician tonight, Julian Jock. Also participating may be representatives of the city attorney's office, board counsel represented tonight by Sarah James. Welcome, Sarah. And our liaison from the Planning and Zoning Department, Jackie Rouse. One or more other members of the planning staff also may attend. Any public comments received by noon today and matters before the board this evening have been provided to the board and the parties and will be made part of the record. The public may also submit, well, no, that doesn't apply tonight. We ask everyone but the members of the board to mute their audio. If anyone else wishes to speak during the meeting, please raise your hand and I will recognize you. Let me remind everyone that communications with the board about any case by anyone other than a party to the case must go through the comment form. Communications by parties of the case must go through board liaison, Jackie Rouse. No one under any circumstances should contact any member of the board directly about any case. So we'll begin the meeting by asking Ms. Consoli to call the roll, please.
Mr. Gallagher,
Yes.
Mr. Zazali,
Yes.
Dr. Chen,
Present.
Mr. Walsh.
Yes.
All right, that's everyone. We have a quorum. Thank you all for participating tonight. The first item will be taking up approval of the agenda. There has been a change to the agenda. The third item, which was an application for a variance 2022-006, 1207 McKinley, that has been taken off the agenda as a result of some posting issues. It will be re-advertised and set at a later date. So with
Motion to
that,
approve the agenda with the third item removed till a later date.
is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, thank you very much. Next, we have minutes for August 17th, 2022. I hope you've all had a chance to look at them. And I know we had some comments and corrections we've made already. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes?
I move
So
approval of
moved.
minutes. Go ahead, Nadine, sorry.
Oh, I just said so moved.
That's a second, Michael. Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Wonderful. The minutes have been approved. All right, our first case tonight will resume the hearing in special exception 2022-006. Special exception application by J&B Historic Properties LLC and Seafood Suite to establish a delicatessen on the property located at 188 Main Street. This is the Mason's famous lobster rolls, continued from August 17th. So, Jackie, have there been any additional public comments on this case? I haven't seen any, so we'll take that as a negative. Any members of the board have any questions for the applicants or staff on this?
Just one for staff, Bob.
Jackie, can we get you back in the game here? Why don't you, Christian, why don't you try it out on Mr. Hyatt? I'm sure he can come up with
The
it.
question is one that just reminds me of the other application we had over on Bay Ridge Ave. I assume that all of the licenses and permits and applications and fees and filings and so on and so forth are correct and proper in the city's opinion.
There, Jackie's back. Go ahead, Jackie. Did you hear the question?
188 Main Street.
Yeah.
Yes, they are in the process of, they will be applying for new use permits, but I don't think they're making any physical changes inside. They're just trying to get their use situation modified. They have to remove some tables in the Masons part in order to comply, and I'm not sure if they're putting any new equipment in. But yes, they
Okay.
would have to get the proper permits to do that.
Okay, then I have no
It's a
questions.
pending sale situation, I believe.
Mr. Walsh or Dr. Chen, any questions?
No, I thought that they were pretty clear in trying to get current with the use, to make the use consistent with what they want the property to be.
That's a good thing to do.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion if nobody's objecting to that.
All right.
Motion to approve the variance application. Let me make sure I'm on the right one here. Various
Special
applica-
exception.
Sorry, special exception. I'm looking at last month's agenda to make sure I get it right here. Hold on, sorry, I jumped ahead.
2022.
There it is, got it. My apologies, I was holding last month's application. Special exception 2022006 for the reasons stated in the applicant's exhibits, the staff report, and all the reasons contained, and to set the record straight. And this is a good example of just an administrative necessity of what we do.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right,
Well, Mr. Hyatt, that was very persuasive. Congratulations, you got your exemption.
probably your finest work, Alan.
Yeah, I appreciate that. You need an easy one every once in a while, right?
That's
We all
good,
do,
yes.
without
Bring us
question.
more of those.
Thank you. Okay, good night.
All
Good
right,
evening.
we'll
Bye.
excuse Mr. Hyatt and we'll take up the next case. Also continued from August 17th, variance 2022-004. Variance application by Lynn Kraus and OJ Lighthizer, owners for a 20-foot reduction to the 30-foot rear yard setback requirement in order to allow the construction of a proposed 14 by 22-foot dormer with a 5-foot by 12 feet 6-inch cantilevered balcony on the rear of their existing house at 4 King Charles Place. You'll recall that the drawings and so forth that we saw at the earlier hearing showed that what they were doing was consistent and even less than what a number of their neighbors had done. Seemed like a perfectly reasonable proposal. Any additional public comments on that, Jackie, if you're still there?
No, there are no additional public
No.
comment.
Good. Any questions from the board?
No, I just think it's sort of one of the more compelling arguments for granting the variance is the fact that they're actually not adding bedrooms or bathrooms, right? This is as minimum as one could attempt
Yeah.
to execute in these downtown tight conditions. I think it satisfies all the requirements necessary for the variance, but I will allow somebody else to make the motion.
Well, that was brilliantly put, so I don't know if I can add to that, but don't know if anybody else has any other comments before I make a motion.
Oh, I'm fine.
I'm fine.
Okay, I am too. So I would propose that variance 2022-004, the variance application by Lynn Cross and OJ Lighthizer, be approved with any requirements or conditions that are included in the staff report.
Is there a second?
Second,
All in favor?
Aye.
aye.
All right. Well, we thank the parties very much for their concise presentation and their cooperation. And we'll get an order out on that within 30 days. So we don't have any other formal business to take up tonight. I just wanted to mention a couple of things. You all may have seen that Rob Dews has submitted his letter of resignation to the mayor. He has a very ambitious graduate education program and schedule that conflicts with ours, and he's just not able to meet our Tuesday night meetings or any Wednesday night meetings that we have. So with regret, he has resigned from the board. And is there a sense of the board ask staff to pass along a suggestion to the mayor, some expression of appreciation for Rob's service?
Oh, absolutely, sure.
Issue from the mayor's office.
Yeah. Love to.
Also, it was good to hear from Jackie that Kevin's struggle with illness, he's in good spirits and getting treatment. Jackie, if you would just pass along the wishes of all of us on the board, best wishes for him and his family.
Please. do.
Hoping that he'll be in staff meeting tomorrow too, that's.
That'd be great.
It's good for all of us to maintain
Uh,
that contact.
And finally, I wanted to bring you up to date on the board council. I'm sure you're aware by now that the city attorney has made changes in the arrangements for representation of the board, independent board council. He has entered into an arrangement with, as I understand it, it's a combination of two law firms, one in Washington, Best and Sarah, what's the third name? Best and what?
Best and Krieger is Lisa Bell's.
Yeah.
firm.
And another firm, I guess it's mostly West Coast. And what's the name of that one?
Sure. I believe that is Best and Krieger, which is mostly West Coast. I am from Eckert Siemens, which is an East
Eckert.
firm. Right.
Okay. Anyway, there are hundreds of lawyers in those firms. And they picked up the mantle in early July. And unfortunately, there's been some missteps and maybe miscommunications. We've missed a number of deadlines in getting draft opinions out. The ones that were overdue, we did get drafts in this afternoon, and I think they look pretty good. And I had a sort of an extended Zoom call with Lisa Bell, who seems to be taking the lead on this, back on Friday, and got assurances that they're going to get on top of their game and get these things to us in a timely manner. So I hope that's right. Look forward to working with these folks. I don't think these missteps in any way reflect at all on the city attorney or the priority that he gives to the work that we do. I've got nothing but the highest regard for him. You'll recall it was Mike Lyles who changed the previous practice of assigning independent counsel on an ad hoc basis. So he recognized the need for continuous independent representation. And even more impressive than that, as far as I'm concerned, is in one big case in particular where we ruled in major parts against the city, rather than on the appeal defending what the city had done. He came back and said, we think the board was right, and we're going to work with the city to change some of these things. So he's been terrific for us, and we're confident that his new council arrangements will reflect well on him as well. Any questions? Okay,
Just our next meeting is October 4th.
our next meeting is October 4th.
Do we have a second meeting in October, Jackie? Oh, you're on mute.
Don't have a definite answer to that yet. We, at this point in time, only have one case scheduled for October 4th, which is the rescheduling of the variance case that got postponed from tonight. So I'm sure they will want you all to have a second meeting in October, but I don't think we have anything else to advertise at this point. But I will
just-
know more after we have staff meeting tomorrow.
Reminder, Jackie, that I am not attending that one, so
We
you'll
know it's your anniversary.
I wasn't gonna bring that up, but since you mentioned it, it is 25, and if you want to send a
I'd like to
bottle
be
of
a part
wine
of it.
over.
Christian,
Be
What's
nice to
that,
be a
Jack?
part of it, Chris, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
real milestone.
it's a millstone. Did you say millstone or milestone?
Milestone, and I don't think you should.
oh
say
boy, oh boy.
that was a real
Ouch.
step.
Are we still on the
Take all of
record?
that.
I just want to be clear. Are we still on the record?
I think you need independent counsel.
Yeah, yeah.
This is
soon.
being filmed.
Not my best work, I admit.
All right, Christian, I think we're ready for your motion.
Motion to save my skin and adjourn.
Second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, everyone.